Welcome, everyone, and thank you for being here. I'm Rama K. Ramaswamy. One of the many reasons I love the Anaya Tipnis Foundation is because of their mission to give young people the lifelong gift of education. The value of education is best known to those who cannot access it, and this was Anaya's vision to increase the college graduation rates of disadvantaged students through one-on-one mentoring, financial assistance, and internship opportunities. Thank you for your support. Up next, we have a wonderful performance by Harshita Krishnan, a performing and recording artist and music educator of South Asian origin. From Lagos, Nigeria originally, but now based here in Boston, Massachusetts. She has a strong background in Western classical music. She's embraced soul, R&B, alternative, jazz, Indian folk, and other global musical styles to create her own electric sound. She's an artist with a vision to effect positive change with regard to all communities, including mental health, as well as applications towards diversity, equity, and inclusion. Harshita and her social, philosophical, and political views all tie in with the nature of the music she performs. Today, she's joined by Shay Portugali from Israel on the keyboard and Maxime Choli from France on the drums and percussion. Harshita and team have selected a few pieces to perform tonight. These are unique pieces that cross generations, and many of you will recognize. Enjoy.
Hello, everyone. My name is Harshita Krishnan, and I'm so honored that you chose to share your time with me and my friends today. I'm so grateful to the Anaya Tipnis Foundation's desire and ability to continue their amazing work to increase the college graduation rates of disadvantaged students, even during these most unpredictable of times. Through their three pillars, one-on-one mentoring, financial assistance, and internship opportunities, they are enabling so many from undeserved communities achieve their academic and career goals. It is initiatives like this that enabled me to pursue an education in music and to be here with you today. So I'm grateful to have the opportunity to give back in the way I know best, and that's music. The song we're going to be performing next is called Big Yellow Taxi by Joni Mitchell. And the song is an old favorite because it talks about a cause that's very close to my heart, which is rapid industrialization and deforestation and the impact that we've had on the environment. So we hope you enjoy this one.
Up a parking lot with a bank, hotel, a boutique, and a swinging hot spot. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got, so let's go. They pay paradise and put up a parking lot. They took all the trees and put them in a tree museum. They charged the people $1.50 just to see you. Oh no, no, don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone. They pay paradise, put up a parking lot. Hey, farmer, put away the DDT. I don't mind spots on my apples, leave me the birds and the bees. Please, don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you've got, so let's go. Pay paradise and put up a parking lot. Yeah, no, 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 no. They pay paradise and put up a parking lot. Late last night, I heard the screen door slam, and a big yellow taxi took away my old man. Don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone? They
Hi everyone, my name is Malu Andrade. I am currently a sophomore at the Eisenberg School of Management at UMass Amherst. On behalf of us all at the Anaya Tipnis Foundation, or as we fondly call it, Anaya's Village, I would like to welcome you to our winter refresh, a celebration of music, laughter, and a chance to share our values with you.
Welcome, everyone, to the Anaya Foundation's Winter Refresh. My name is Gretchen Cook Anderson. Last year was a tough one in the history of our world. One of the bright spots, however, in an otherwise challenging year was the increase in the number of phenomenal scholars Anaya's vision is further empowering, and the positive domino effect their success will put into motion. I happen to be one of the unexpected dominoes as the mom of two middle school students Anaya influenced. On December 1st, 2014, I received an email from a Needham High School junior, a National Honor Society student named Anaya Tipnis, saying, "I'd love to help your boys with Algebra 2. Our family had moved to Needham from Maryland earlier that year, and our twin sons found themselves in a challenging circumstance in math. They'd already excelled in the highest level of math offered to eighth graders in Needham. So the only option available to them to move ahead and not backwards was to enroll in a virtual Algebra 2 course that required two eighth graders to teach themselves with only the help of an after-hours math teacher. They desperately needed more help, ideally in-person tutors. That's when Anaya came to the rescue with her friend Margie. Our sons connected well with her immediately. She was patient, brilliant, warm, and graceful. And more than most teens I've engaged with, Anaya was generous with her time and genuine in her purpose. She tutored my sons and then later my daughter, and would never accept anything in return. She was a bright light, eager to help others through her own gifts. My sons are now scholar athletes holding down high GPAs in college. One is actually minoring in math. My family was fortunate to have been part of Anaya's village during her lifetime. And now a growing global family is driven by who she was and the change she hoped for the world, and have expanded Anaya's village to include our scholars, our mentors, our donors, our internship partners, and you. The Anaya Foundation personifies her legacy. Anaya's name has significant meaning in Hebrew, Arabic, Nigeria's Igbo language, and in Sanskrit. The meaning that resonates with me today when I consider the impact the Anaya Foundation is having on the lives of the students it supports is that in Sanskrit, a name that signifies complete freedom. Education for many students is their ticket to complete freedom. Freedom from economic deprivation and uncertainty, freedom to stake their unique claim to what it means to be an American, freedom to support and inspire others, freedom to maximize their own personal potential, and freedom to innovate and transform. As Nelson Mandela said, education is the most powerful weapon which we can use to change the world. Thank you for taking the time to join us today for this refreshing celebration of the power of education, mentorship, and the human spirit. We are Anaya's Village. Now, enjoy some thoughts from one of our wonderful scholars.
I feel like the most obvious is like the financial aspects. That's like what you get from a scholarship. It helped pay off like my first year, and it just helps a lot because I don't have to worry about, oh, where am I gonna find the money to pay for like this X, Y, and Z, or like, oh, I don't have to tell my mom like, hey, I need this, and this for like this, and this, and it's like kind of like a burden off my shoulders. So like now I could focus on schoolwork, and I could focus on like the things that are actually important when it comes to college. But then besides like the financial aspect, like having mentors is very helpful to me because like I am a person where it's very hard for me to reach out to ask like for help, but like I know that like my mentor is there all the time when I need her, and she's been very helpful. There was one time where I was being like bombarded with like a bunch of work. It was like a really tough week. Like I could not time manage. And then I asked, I was like, "Do you have any tips for time management?" And she gave me like the best advice, and I was like, wow, like it's something so simple, but like you just need somebody to like actually like help you along the way. And I was like, damn, like that's so helpful. And then like that like completely changed the way I like looked at the rest of the semester. And it's just really nice knowing that you have support like no matter what.
This next song we're going to perform is called Shine. Each and every one of us has an internal sun. Will it wait unknown or will it shine for everyone? Shine out loud, shine out loud, shine out loud, shine out. Each and every one of us has something we love to do. When we share it, then we let that light shine through. Shine out loud, shine out loud, shine out loud, shine out. This feeling like I don't really know what I'm doing, like I don't really know where I'm going. I'm stumbling around in the dark. Remember that all you really need is an ember, because even the largest fire begins with a single spark. Each and every one of us just wants someone to see the promise in the person that we long to be. Shine out loud, shine out loud, shine out loud, shine out. This feeling like I don't really know what I'm doing, like I don't really know where I'm going. I'm stumbling around in the dark. Remember that all you really need is an ember, because even the largest fire begins with a single spark. Each and every one of us has an internal sun. Will it wait unknown or will it shine for everyone?
My mentee is an extraordinary young woman from Haiti who is a freshman in the Massachusetts College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences. She has a truly incredible story, leaving Haiti in the wake of the 2010 deadly earthquake and coming here to the United States essentially as a natural disaster refugee. She's unfortunately ineligible for federal financial aid given her immigration status, and is also the primary breadwinner and financial provider for her family. Through high school, in addition to graduating at the top of her class and holding multiple jobs, she, on top of all that, was incredibly civically engaged. She was a member of her church youth group. She was a member of DOVE, which is a local organization trying to end domestic violence here in Massachusetts. She participated in a teen empowerment group to help get young adults registered and out to vote, and helped influence the election of Ayanna Pressley. She's been part of organizations that have planted community gardens here in low-income neighborhoods. She's volunteered at a few different hospitals to help understaffed nurses, and she's created a curriculum as part of her Urban Scholars program to teach peers about safe sex and substance abuse prevention. Now, it sounds like I may be introducing someone who's well on their way into a prodigious career, but this incredible woman is just a freshman in college. And as part of the Anaya Tipnis Foundation, I was tasked with being her mentor. Our relationship started around the time of the pandemic, March 2020. And so for us to create a relationship, we had to work with Zoom, FaceTime, text, phone calls, and that's how we developed our relationship. The transition from high school to college, which is sort of where I came in to help out, is not easy even in the normal of times. And so it's even more challenging right now when classes are virtual and it's hard to develop that social atmosphere that college typically comes with. We tried to tackle some of the initial challenges of going into college with a few things. One was we set up a group calendar where we could both put important dates, meetings, quizzes, tests, anything that was relevant into the calendar. So both of us were always aware of each other's schedule and what was upcoming. And then the second thing was we blocked out an hour every 2 weeks from March until today. Even if we had nothing to chat about, just so that we had a chance to check in. Sometimes those meetings had no topics of conversations, and sometimes there were many things to talk about. Our conversations could range from how to apply to a specific internship, a test score that may not have gone her way, how to become a better note taker, how to enhance her social life in school despite everyone being virtual. And as she's wrapped up her first semester, which I think, she would argue she's done very well in, our relationship has evolved to now focus more on the job hunt and internship process. We also had a chance to reflect on what worked for us and what didn't work. And I think that's one of the benefits of being a mentor, right? It's not a static process. I think mentorship comes with challenges, and it comes with the ability and the need to change as the mentee's challenges change. And so we're working through that right now. But I'm simply so excited to have been on this journey with her and just fortunate to be part of this journey. She's nothing short of extraordinary, motivated, relentless, and I'm just in awe to be a part of this journey.
So to begin, of course, it's a scholarship. It's helped me so much when it came to paying off my tuition for this semester. It was so helpful, and it really made me and my family really grateful and so happy to know that I had the support of this foundation. And not only that, it makes me feel so happy that this foundation feels more like a family to me. They support me through everything. I would be talking to my mentors about anything. I could be stressing about an upcoming exam or quiz, and I would tell them how I'm feeling. Most of the time I was just freaking out, but they've calmed me down, and they made me feel so assured and motivated. And they just, having these mentors in this foundation are so amazing. And without them, I feel like I wouldn't have been as successful as I was during this semester because of all the support, the love, and encouragement that I've received this whole time. And I know that for next semester, I'm going to be getting the exact same support that I need. That has helped me get into the dean list, which I'm so happy about. And it was my goal from the beginning. And I'm just so happy that I was able to accomplish it. Thank you so much to this foundation. They've made me feel I feel just honored to even be part of it. It's really a gift, and I am so honored, and I feel so privileged to have this opportunity, and that I know that, especially this summer, I feel great to know that this foundation is going to help me find internships so that I can gain experience in the field that I want to get into.
the Anaya Foundation's work is so important because, again, it's a really good chance for a lot of hardworking youth of color to just feel as if they're supported, and it's a great support system. It's a really great way for young people to just feel like they're supported, feel like there's nothing that can stop them, because even if you start feeling discouraged, even if, you hit a roadblock, you can always count on a member of the foundation, whether it's one of the higher ups or whether it's just a mentor, one of the volunteers. You know that someone's going to have your back and someone's going to be there to support you, which I appreciate a lot.
Hi, my name is Rachel Goodman, and I'm the Anaya Tipnis Foundation Peer Mentorship Coordinator and one of this year's peer mentors. Anaya was one of my friends in high school and someone who I consider to be one of my first peer mentors. I remember one night junior year, we were studying really hard for a U.S. history exam, and I think Anaya could sense I was feeling overwhelmed and frustrated. So she looked at me and she said, "Rachel, we are going to take a break and we are going to eat ice cream." And that's, what we did. But in that moment, Anaya was sensitive to how I was feeling. She empathized with what I was experiencing and then helped me sort of find a way to make the situation feel a little less overwhelming. And that's really what we strive to do in the peer mentorship program. We pair our scholars with a recent college graduate or current college senior, and they're there just to be a friend to support the scholar through their first year of college. We know what it's like, we've been there, and we are there to share our own experiences and help our scholars find resources to help them be successful in their first year of college. I've loved being a peer mentor. Getting to know my scholar has been an absolute delight, and seeing her really thrive and grow in this first semester has been one of the highlights of being involved in the foundation. We're going into our second semester of the program, and so far everyone's had a really positive experience, and I'm really excited to see the program grow in years to come.
In terms of the mentorship, I really, really love my mentors, especially my peer mentor. I think my peer mentor has probably been the best thing that I've ever had. I've never had a peer mentor before. I've had plenty of mentors, and they're all very helpful, but it's definitely nice to have someone that's in close and relative age to you and is able to kind of understand your experience, because we've just finished college. And so I've really appreciated my peer mentor, and I've definitely leaned on her a lot during this semester. But also I've leaned on my mentor as well. This is my regular adult mentor. She's also been very helpful. It's just nice to check in and have a conversation and just make sure like everything is okay. So I really appreciate the mentors, and I think probably out of everything, I feel like the mentors are probably the most helpful thing that the foundation provided me. I'm really thankful and grateful for both of them.
All right, everybody, drop everything. All right. Thanks, guys, for having me. This is fantastic. It's good to be by myself. That is a joke. That's the first joke. How's everybody doing? Don't answer that. This is pre-recorded. Wouldn't make any sense. All right. We're going to do it. It's going to be a fantastic show. My name is Dan Crone. I'm a local comedian from the Somerville area, and these are my jokes. Can you feel the excitement? It feels like I've been CC'd in an email. That's the level of excitement that I'm feeling right now. I want this show to feel like that little area when you cross Easy Pass with no lanes. It's like Mad Max, anything goes, no rules. Let's have fun. Okay, cool. A little bit about me. I've been traveling. No way. Somebody give me travel tips for my living room, honestly. Spirit Airlines is so cheap right now, they'll pay you to fly. That's right. You guys are familiar with Spirit Airlines? Imagine the Maury Povich show at 31,000 feet. You are not the pilot. $20 to get my bag back from baggage claim? That's excessive, right? The flight attendant comes up to me. She's like, "You got any food?" All right. Yeah. No, obviously I have not been traveling. I am home. I've been working from home, leaving early. Yeah, my schedule is wide open. I haven't used the term, I would have to move some stuff around in a long time. My schedule is so easy. I can move Tuesday right into Wednesday. That's how easy my life is. People are like, how's a Thursday at noon? I'm like, I'm available. I'm also available at a 24-hour period around that time you just gave me. Yeah. Everybody who works from home, this is fantastic, right? Dress shirt, no pants. I'm just kidding. I'm wearing jeans. No pajama pants. Yeah, what a time. What a time to be alive. But the people who work from home, where you have like two screens at once, two computers, you know what I'm talking about, at the same time? Is that if like one computer breaks, you're like, don't worry, I've got another one? I don't get it. I'm not like familiar with people who have real jobs. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. Like there's people out there with real jobs living every day, and it makes no sense to me. And I'm not bragging. It's just my ignorance. Like you show up for work, fill out a couple spreadsheets, couple meetings, $100,000 a year. I don't get it, right? In my job, I tell jokes for like 10 minutes. I get half off chicken fingers. That's something I can relate to. Yeah. You know, I have nothing going on when I say drop. If you tell me drop everything, I'm like, okay. Like, all right, we're going to paint my house. Like, no, that's not what we decided to do. I don't know. It's fun. It's fun. I think you can just tell my sanity in the pandemic by my Amazon purchase history. Yes. Right. In the beginning of March, I bought a hand crank radio. It's solar powered. It's got a crank that you can like charge your phone if the grid goes down. And a couple weeks ago, I bought tiramisu Oreos. Little update. Don't buy your food on eBay. These things were clearly seasonal. I don't know if it's like food poisoning or COVID. I think I have the antibodies, though. Yeah. What else can I tell you? I bought a gun. A thermometer gun. Yeah, with a scope and a silencer. I'm on my front porch, like 98 degrees. I hate them. Okay. Yeah, I've been, I don't know, I buy a lot of things. I order a lot of food. I've been doing that intermittent fasting. That's where I cook for myself one night. I order takeout the next night. Cook for myself the next night. Takeout the next night. You guys get it, right? Yeah. I ordered a lobster roll. I get lobster rolls delivered from Kelly's Roast Beef. I got the money. And, yeah, here's a little secret for a lobster roll. If you get one, make sure you floss after to really get your money's worth. That's like $4 right there. How about that, huh? Yeah, it's the strange times, folks. These are strange times. In the first wave, I didn't tell jokes for 142 days, which is the longest I've ever gone in my 16 years of comedy. 142 days of not telling jokes. The longest I had ever gone before, pre-pandemic, was 2 weeks. Basically, my schedule before this was going out every night of the week doing comedy, 7 nights a week. So I'm single. Yeah, 142 days off. So my big return to stand-up, to show business, was August 1st. I did a RV campground in New Hampshire. Low risk, honestly. I stood in the middle of a field while the entire audience surrounded me in golf carts. Crazy. I had requested some additional lighting from the golf carts to illuminate me. And this old guy, do you know the old guy who's part of the group? He thinks he's the captain, but nobody really cares what he has to say. Like, do you ever see the old guy on the side of the highway waving in traffic like that's his responsibility? Right. So this guy, I go, hey, how about some lighting, some extra lighting from those golf carts? And the old guy looks at everybody and goes, turn them on. Nobody cared what he had to say. But now I'm back. I'm back doing stand-up comedy on Zoom. Oh, God, I love Zoom comedy. I love it. I mean, you don't have to worry about parking. Yeah, it's fantastic. These are strange times, folks. I don't know. I've had $27 in cash since mid-March. Wild. Like, are we still ripping down the monuments? Because I took down Ronald McDonald the other day. I mean, bizarre. Bizarre. I don't know. People, we're trying to do what we can right now. I've been wearing my mask, nothing else. How about the mask breathing faces we're making underneath our masks? It's not natural, right? If you took the mask away while I'm walking down the street, I'm going like this. Like, it is craziness, right? I don't know if you guys heard about what Fauci said about the eyes. Did anybody hear about this? Fauci with the eyes. He said the eyes are the windows to the soul. That's not what he said. But okay, we're good. This is fun. I love telling jokes in my childhood bedroom. I'm just kidding. This is my office. It just looks like a 14-year-old lives here. Okay, fun stuff. Yeah. This is the new normal, people. I hope the new normal is me with several girlfriends. Dating in the pandemic, it's impossible. Like, I'm on the dating apps. I don't know. It's a mess, right? I was looking at OkCupid. It says has kids / doesn't want kids. Do your kids know about that? Bizarre, right? Is dating even the pandemic even possible? Hey, you want to go nowhere? Oh my God, it's crazy, right? I mean, I'm matching with women and I'm like, hey, I think we already ghosted each other in the beginning of the pandemic. Like, we're running out of people here, okay? Yeah, it's a mess. It's a mess. I'm a Jewish fella. I'm not a practicing Jew. I'm not an observant Jew, but I matched with a conservative Jew on an app, and she was asking me the tough questions. She was like, well, when was the last time you went to temple? And I was like, I don't know, maybe 12 times in 16 years, but they were all paid gigs. She wanted to know how I was celebrating Shabbat Friday night. You're not supposed to work. She goes, so what are you doing? And I go, oh, I'm doing a Zoom comedy show. And she was like, oh, so you're working? And I was like, well, nobody's paying me, but I don't know. It's tough. Oh, by the way, ghosting. I don't know if there's older people here. If you don't know the term ghosting, basically, I'm not going to explain it, actually. What was ghosting in medieval times? It was when your carrier pigeon didn't come back. Don't you love these great tweets? I mean, jokes? Oh, it's rough here. It's rough stuff, but I'm having a good time. I don't know. It's tough being alone. I am dying for affection. The other day, I got a flu shot just to feel something. That woman touched my arm, and I was like, will you marry me? I mean, honestly, right? Here's another thing that happened. The other night, my cell phone slid down the couch cushion and touched my inner thigh. Whoa. I mean, that is... I don't know if you've ever rolled over on a cold cell phone in the night. It is bizarre. The screen time is ridiculous. The cell phones in the pandemic, you guys know, it's tough, right? Every Sunday, that might be the worst part of my week, when my iPhone lets me know about my screen time report. Oh, yeah. Nothing better, right? I think out loud I've been like, not now, screen time report, not now. Like, I can't handle it. I have an audible alert, which is pretty cool. It's my mom's voice just going, you going to sit in front of that screen all day? That's a 70s joke. Actually, no, that's like a 50s joke mixed with 2020. That's like 5 decades of comedy. I'm not good, honestly. Yeah. Yeah, it's fun stuff, guys. We'll get back to normal. There'll be something. You know who I feel bad for in the pandemic the most is axe throwers. I feel like they were just getting their start. This is the gap that you can cut. So the separation between 2 10-minute sets. And now I will begin. Oh, man. So I just turned 43. This joke's 3 years old. I don't know. Nobody's asking me about my future plans as much, right? Dan, where do you see yourself in 10 years? Oh, wait. You're 43? What's up for the weekend, honestly? I know I'm getting older. Do you know why? They turned an IHOP on my street into an urgent care, and I'm fine with it. Here's another thing that's like I've been so bored in the pandemic. So bored the other day I read the terms and conditions of something. In the pandemic, I am now a morning person. Whoa. Guys, there's a whole part of the day I was ignoring. I mean, I love lying on my bed, looking at my phone for 4 hours. It's so productive, but I'm now somebody on the phone. I can now say, hey, I'm going to have to let you go. Yeah, because time is short, right? The other day I did it with my friend. I said, hey, Donald, I'm going to have to let you go. I'm friends with the president. I'm actually not, but he told me a little cool thing about COVID is a cure for it is sword swallowing. You know, stab it out. All right, I'm not going to get political on here. I'm not that smart for it. Cool. Oh, this is so fun. I have been meditating. I'm a big meditator. Meditator. That doesn't make any sense, but I'm not going to redo this. Yes, transcendental meditation. I've been practicing it for 6 years. Changed my life. I can now look at a sunset and just forget about all the people that I've wronged. I got my therapist into meditation. I do online therapy. Hey, should I drop my therapist if I've been talking to her on Zoom and I can see she's looking down at her phone? It's covered by health insurance, so I'm just going to look down at my phone. And then sometimes I'll text her, hey, look up. This is true, though. I got my therapist into meditation. So it's a breakthrough. That'll be $150. Sometimes I try to get free therapy advice from people I talk to in my day-to-day interactions. I don't know if anybody does this. Right, just to see if I can get away with it. Like I was getting my oil changed the other day, and this guy was like, what's the best way to reach you? And I was like, I don't know, probably text, but I don't text back right away. How long do you think is too long before I would text somebody back right away where that would be an issue? And he was like, dude, you need a new oil filter. Like, this is ridiculous. But yeah, meditation has gotten me through everything. I have anxiety. I suffer from a little bit of health anxiety in the pandemic, like sort of hypochondria situation where every little thing I have to Google. I'm a mess, honestly. I don't know. It's tough. Like, I need answers quick, right? Quick. And yeah, I'll Google anything and it's terrible. But like, and I've been really struggling with it. I think I turned a corner recently. Again, meditation has really been helping me. But like, I found a really weird looking bug and I Googled immediately, do I have murder hornets? I don't. I have hemorrhoids. All right. Yeah. I don't know. It's weird. Like, I think I've had everything that's in the New England medical journals, and I've read that, by the way. I actually have it on books on tape. But and now Googling, I attribute Googling anything as a bad thing because I was always Googling symptoms, and that's not a thing, right? Like, there's something wrong with my sink, so I started Googling, and I was like, stop, Dan. Stop. Nothing is wrong with my sink. The sink is fine. Folks, there's something wrong with my sink. Probably has hemorrhoids, but yeah, I have anxiety. I suffer from OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder. I don't agree with the disorder part, folks. It's all order. Total order. Everything is in order. I'm obsessed with it. It's a compulsion, really, but I don't think it's OCD. They say the 3 things that people with OCD do, and I don't agree with this either, is that we repeatedly wash our hands, germs, lock our doors, that's safety, and count stuff. That's just fun. Oh, man. I mean, I'm 50% here with you guys, but I'm also 50% thinking like my stove is on. So, yeah. It's tough stuff, man. It's tough stuff. Here's a little secret, I'll tell you this. If I ever tell you an excuse to get out of what you want me to do, and I tell you I have a family Zoom, I am lying. No, my family's great. I have a brother. He's in New York. I haven't seen him in a long time. He's a successful gay lawyer. I'm a struggling straight comedian. Who do you think our parents love more? It's a joke. It's mutual, obviously. No, my brother's great. My mom's fun. My mom, every time I visit her, she's slowly giving me trinkets from my past. Like with each visit, she's slowly siphoning all my old possessions, like the dishes I used when I was 2. Like, why would I need those? She's trying to give me framed baby pictures of me. Where am I supposed to put those in my apartment? How awkward is that with company? Here's me in 4th grade. Here's me in 5th. And 5th again. I got held back. Yes, I wasn't a bright kid. I had a learning disability. They gave you testing accommodations, extra time on the test. Yeah, that's great. There's nothing worse than not knowing the answer for extra time. I'm sitting there like a moron, right? Sometimes I give me my own room I can go into with my no thoughts. Oh, I'm sure I'll finish the test in there. Teachers always said I had my head in the clouds. Little do they know, that's where we'd be storing all our information. I assume everybody here is smart and got that joke. Cool. All right. I grew up in Brookline, Massachusetts. Brookline to Somerville. It's a lateral move. Been in Somerville forever. I live behind a Dunkin' Donuts. I'm not bragging. So the rats in my neighborhood have a little bit of an attitude problem. You guys know these city rats, right? They're so big, they're not even afraid of us anymore. I'm like, is that a rat or a long-lost college friend of mine? Like, I don't know the difference, right? Coming home late the other night, almost like I disrupted these two rats' conversation midway, where they were like, I know the garbage is really good over by... Anyway, the garbage is really good over... Like, that's not how it works. You're supposed to flee. But I'm a local guy. I assume we're local people watching, right? Here's the thing about New England that's really great. In New England, if you don't know somebody's name and they're walking in a room, you can get away with this. There he is. There she is. Do you guys consider good for you a compliment the way we say it here? Good for you. Good for you. It's good for you. You're not good. I'm not good. I'm great. Well, let's go with it. Man, I need a haircut. I got a haircut in September. I said, give me the Everybody Loves Raymond's brother look. Yeah, little Tom Hanks meets Adam Carolla action, Dave Matthews, John Mayer specialty. Or some people say I look like Sid, the animated bully from Toy Story, if he grew up. Growing up was rough for me. I was a loser. I was the only one who got the laser beam background in my class picture. I don't know if anybody else got that, right? You pay a little extra for it. It's lasers, Back in 89, lasers were expensive. I don't know if you remember the picture poses on picture day, right? Those poses. This one. You wanted to look real cool like that and never did. It always came out like half-assed. It was always like. Senior quote. Do you guys remember senior quote? Yeah, you wait your whole high school career to get that. But they messed mine up. Yeah, it was terrible. They messed my brother's up. His was a Shawshank Redemption quote. Get busy living, get busy dying. His was get busy living, get busy lying, which is great because he's a lawyer now. Yeah. What else about growing up? Oh, I joined a gang. And then the gang kicked the crap out of me. And I was like, this is the initiation process, I think. And then they kicked the crap out of me again. I was like, I don't think I'm in this gang. I don't even play chess. I do. I'm nationally ranked. But, yeah. I don't know if anybody ever ran away or threatened to run away. I did it when I was little. I didn't run far. I ran across the street. I hid behind the bushes for like 2 hours. Nobody even looked for me. Even my dad's like, where's he going to go? He's a loser. I packed my bags. I put some G.I. Joes, some Legos in there. I'm like, this will last me a couple days, right? Again, nobody looked for me. But those were the days. Those were the days. Man, I miss the old days, right? I just wish we can get back to like, I don't know, just, I love like thinking about, I miss like Splinters. Do you guys remember Splinters? Do you remember your mom would have to get it out of you immediately or it would become you? You get it from playing on decaying playground equipment? It's all plastic, not in my day. Tree bark, cold steel, folks. That wobbly bridge that if you ran too fast, one leg would go down, you knee yourself in the face. And that balance beam to take you to the slide, it wasn't a slide, it was a piece of sheet metal at a 45-degree angle. It made the sound of thunder when you went down it. God forbid you go down in the summer. It was like a frying pan. You'd have to wear jeans in the summer just to go down the slide. The slide went directly into the ground. That nice little area of sand for you to slide into for your comfort. Nope. There was always an exposed root of a nearby tree that would brace your fall. And that's where you get the splinter. Folks, that is Griggs Park in Brookline. I am Dan Crone. Thank you guys so much for having me. What a great cause. I'm happy to be a part of it. Please, at the end of the pandemic, all I ask is that everybody returns to seeing live stand-up comedy. And we support that once again. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate it.
With this foundation, its overall mission is to help minorities from low-income communities, low-income families, to actually have a chance to succeed in society where they're constantly ridiculed, constantly at a disadvantage. They try to meet that gap and lower the rate of dropouts for minorities. And this foundation is very significant, especially right now, because it just gives these minorities opportunities to go out and accomplish their goals, go out to college, and help guide them through that process. Not just give them like funds to go to college. That's it. They stay with you. They guide you. They've been with me for like I would say like 3 years because I met them in senior year, but essentially like 2 years, and it's just like they're committed to you. They're committed to your process. They're committed to your success, and that's something that we need to feel. We as like minorities, we're constantly looked down upon, constantly at a disadvantage, and no one looks at us and thinks, oh, you're going to be successful. We get ridiculed constantly, we get discouraged, and for the foundation to look at you as someone that has the ability to succeed just gives you the confidence to succeed.
India Ari is an artist whom I really look up to, and she writes incredibly inspirational songs about empowerment, about embracing yourself. And this song, Just Do You, is very close to my heart because it always makes me feel like I'm ready for anything. And I want to dedicate this to the scholars who are going to benefit from these scholarships because they are going to be the game changers of tomorrow.